Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Natasha in Your Phone. I just finished my reading journal for 2024. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to do it, and then last minute, about a week ago, I decided I would set one up, and I just barely finished it. I think something really fun that I challenged myself earlier this year was to not pencil things in as much and not use rulers. So I haven't used a ruler at all setting this up. It was just freehand going by the dots. So I don't know. I love it. I love it so much. This is, what brand? I'm not even going to attempt that actually. This is from Amazon. It's only like $20. I got this for Christmas last year and it's been sitting in a drawer. I was going to use it as another bullet journal because I started out this year in the same brand, just a different cover. I used another bullet journal for a month or two, and then that's when I solely moved completely over, only using the Hobonichi, and I have loved it. I've loved it, and I'm really excited for next year. I'm going to be in the Hobonichi Techo Cousin. This is a video for a different time. I'm going to go through my lineup for next year, which is like 2 journals. I do have Baxter strapped to me right now. Oh, I don't think you're going to be able to see him. He might be bumping the camera occasionally, but he's being needy, so he's in his little side carrier, just being held. Anyway, okay, getting into it. I just wanted this to be simple, so I did skip this first page just because I don't like how that sticks together. This usually just becomes like a sample page, even though I started it here last year, but anyway. I think one of the only things that I still might end up doing, I have 2024 penciled in right here, and the only idea that I have for this page is like a big 2024, and then instead of having like a hard outline, fill it in with tiny like florals and vines. I might do that, still undecided. It might just end up being blank, who knows. I have a reading goal tracker. I don't have a reading goal this year. On Goodreads I set it to 7 and I'm finishing off with 61 books. It felt really nice this year to just do what I wanted with reading, not really have a goal at all. And it was nice to not feel like I needed to read a certain amount. I really gave myself a lot of grace this year, and I think that I'm finding a good groove with reading and then also doing other things. So this, I'll color it in per month. So say I read 6 books in January, 6 will all be the same color, and then I'll switch to a different color for February. So I'll have hopefully 12 colors on here at the end of next year. And I do need to say, when I was setting this up, I was watching Emily's Planned and Planted, her journal setup for 2024 or 2023. And quite frankly, I just didn't want to put a lot of thought into it, and I loved a lot of, oh, hi Baxter, are you done? Oops. Let me just elbow the camera. But I liked all of her ideas. I didn't really want to put a lot of thought into it. I just wanted different data points. I love being able to look back and see like all of this data, but anyway, I loved all of Emily's ideas. She's already put all the thought into it, and I made like very minor changes. I know that she had format and something else, I don't remember what it was. I switched mine to source, so I'll figure out some colors for this, put a box down at the bottom and have it stack up so I can see. I read a physical book that I owned, or an ebook that the author had sent to me. So I just want to see how I'm devouring books, basically. With book acquisition, I'm going to hopefully better document all of the books that I receive or buy. This will also be me buying books, but I will say this year, I think I only bought 5 books, so I don't know, I'm really proud of that, just not giving in to like buying all the hyped up books. I really try hard to go to the library first, and for the most part I don't mind waiting for really popular books. A lot of times I'm not even requesting the really popular ones. So anyway, something that I'm proud of, and we'll see how many books I acquire in the coming year. I will do a late library savings tracker. I've done this in the past, but I did all of the books that I checked out, and I don't like that. I don't think that it's accurate because probably more than half of the ones that I check out I don't end up reading. And so I will just track the ones that I do end up reading, and then total it up every month, and then at the end of the year see how much I save by using the library. Kindle Unlimited will be similar. Instead of tracking all the books that I check out, I will be tracking the books that I finished, and I'm really curious to see what the rating of all of them will be. But for the most part, I don't know why, I just didn't really know what Kindle Unlimited was. I don't think I was a big romance reader at that point, and I just didn't think that there were like great books on there. Like I didn't understand why people would pay like $10 a month to be able to read all of these books. And now that I've read some of them, I understand that there are really good books on Kindle Unlimited. So anyway, I'm really curious like what my overall thoughts will be on the books that I do finish with Kindle Unlimited. Then I have Hall of Fame. I will just put the book cover here for for my favorite book of the month. This one's pretty straightforward. This one's fun. I used the Jelly Roll. Where is it? Okay, I don't know where it is. It's the silver Jelly Roll, and I just put it over the Tombow, so it's like all metallic. Anyway, I ended up using that one quite a bit throughout this. I have a DNF login here, and my biggest reason for wanting this, one, to figure out the books that I just like put the hard line on, because there are a lot of books that I'll just set off to the side with the intention of going back to it, and then I don't ever. But there are some that I'm just like, okay, I'm done with this book, and I'm really curious what the reason is and see if there's like a pattern between them. This next one, Bookish Feelings, this is one that I was thinking about earlier. Like, I want to know how many books made me cry. How many of them were a happy cry? How many were a sad cry? How many books did I actually laugh out loud at? If I binged a book, so binging would be like 1 to 2 sittings, did I feel like intense rage? Like, you know how there's just those books that really bring out the emotions in you, and that's what I want to track. Just see which ones. I don't know. I'm really excited for this one. So we'll see how many really good books I read next year. And then read what I own. I do like seeing like what I own at a certain point. I've done it in my Hobonichi. I wrote down all of the unread books on my bookshelf. And so basically it's going to be this same list, copy it onto here. There's probably like 10 additional books. So I might end up doing 2 columns on these pages. So I have physical, turn the page, and all of the ebooks. This one I'm also scared about. And then I have audio on this last one. And I miscount the pages. I was only going to cut these 2 down and then have this page actually be this page, but cut 3 out, so now I just have this overflow that I will probably need. But I did want to point out, like, just look at my lines. Like, they're not straight, and honestly, I just love it. Like, I don't know how to describe, like, what I feel when I see it. Like, it just feels, like, natural, like, rough. I don't know. Anyway, moving past that, there's one that I also did, right here. I highlighted it wrong. I was getting into a groove of every other one, and then for whatever reason did that. So I did that quite a few times in this journal. which is funny to me, but anyway, hardly notice it. Oh, I was going to show these corners. This was one of my favorite purchases, was this corner rounder, this little thing. I do the 7mm and just like pop it on there, and I don't know, it's such a nice feeling and like look having that rounded. Anyway, so beyond tracking the books that I read and own, and then I'll probably do like a check next to it or highlight it in a different color. I don't know. I will come to that when I finally check something off. Book log for every single book that I finish. So I have 1 through 34 and then 35 through 68. I generally read about 60 to 70 books a year, I think. So hopefully this is more than enough. If not, I'll just tape something in, or like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I want to track, so this would be like data central. So the title, author, if the author is, if it's a diverse book that I'm reading, if it's by an LGBTQ author, if it's by someone who is Black or another race, like I want to know that. I want to be better about it, and I think that will help me be more mindful of the books that I pick up and read. I want to track how many stars, how many pages, the publication year, finish date, the format, the source, where did I get the book, was it fiction or nonfiction, what was the genre, and then any tropes associated with that. So I'm really excited for this one. I almost did wow, totally blinked on it, a Notion page and have like everything in here, and it was getting like really detailed, but I just really like the notebook. I think it'll be really fun to look back on. I have new release radar. This one, I also had a lot of fun with the metallic pen. So I'll just start writing it down. I do know that I have, I think 2 or 3 for January, I think 2 for February, and maybe 1 for April. I don't know. There's a couple books that I have. But yeah, I definitely need to start filling this out. I mean, filling out the entire journal overall. And then 2024 reads, I might add something over the lettering. If I can find my silver jelly roll, I might just add little dots or something. Anyway, so the way that I used to print out photos was going through Shutterfly. I would get 4x4 photos, which are free in the app, if you order through the app. So I would have the 4x4 photos, and I would put 6 book covers on one of them, and then all of them would end up being the same. I would just cut them out when they came in, and I am not very good at sticking to like a thought out to be read list of books, and so I don't know why I pre-printed so many of these, because of course now that I printed them I don't want to read the book. So I have a lot of these floating around, and I just took it, like, it's nice like photo paper, but I just took it. This is the only page that I really like penciled out. You can see some of them that I didn't erase very well, but I just kind of penciled in so that I knew that I could get 9, and then I just started noticing like the patterns. So there was almost a full space in between these. There was a full line of dots in between. Vertically, there's a full line of dots. So I just kind of like eyeballed it and just went with it, and I love it. And then went in with my new Tombow. I just picked this up the other day. I really like the color. Just scribbled in the middle and then put the different numbers. And I will say it was nice. I don't have the notes down here. I went in and did the little math on how many boxes total this would be. So I had gone through and done 36 and then had a page layout. I think is when I messed up this page. I had to then push all of the other pages back and then go through and change all my math on this. And it was actually really helpful on this page because I went 39, 41, 42, 43, and so I had to go in and change all of those numbers, and I caught it here when I realized I would be ending at number 55 and not 54. So anyway, it can be nice to pencil things in. It can help you catch mistakes, but anyway, so I just have this going up to 90. When I finish a book, I will just put the cover in here, just tape over it, and I've been considering getting like putting stars at the bottom or something. Maybe I'll find like a gold star sticker and then put it like up in the corner for a favorite, and then I can like really easily see which books ended up being my favorite. But anyway, this is all I have. I've been going back and forth between having like a monthly opening page, so having it say January and then have like a little calendar or something. I think I might just go straight into book reviews. And I'm already planning on structuring them similar to what I do here. If I can find one. So I'll have it structured similarly. I'll have the book cover, I'll have stars somewhere, the book number. I do like seeing like all of this information on the side. I might add genre and then tropes. And I might, since this is double the space, I might have like a little quote section and just whatever I highlighted. I'll probably just get more in depth in my thoughts, but that's the idea for how I'm going to lay this out. I'm just gonna need to finish a book and then lay it out for that first time. But anyway, I'm really excited to start this. I know I'm not going to fill this up all in 1 year, so hopefully I'm anticipating having this same notebook for 2, possibly 3 years. And I think it'll just be fun having like a physical collection of the books that I've read and then not depend so much on Goodreads. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that it was informative and fun for you to watch. I always love seeing like people's clean new journals that they're setting up. So anyway, we will see you next time. Thanks for being here.